Ayo, 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 ayo. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Mic check 1 2. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Welcome back. It's the Random Show. How you doing? What's going on? What's crack-a-lacking? Talk to me. Talk to me nice. Talk to me sweet. Talk to me nice. Talk to me sweet. What's good, Chris Mack? What's good, Gamebreed Footballer? I see you. What's good, Quali? I see you. What's good, Abe Martinez? I see you. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? What's good? Come on, come all Wagwan, my nuts. I see you. Purple Pidge, I see you. What's happening? What's happening? Wagwan, everybody. Appreciate all of you. Appreciate you, all of you. Appreciate all of you. Appreciate all of you. What's going on? What's crack-a-lacking? You know what? For once, I was scratching. I didn't go to the gym today after work, so I had some time, and I actually want to get in another Taz as well before bed if I can. So we're gonna do this and do the other thing. You get me? So here where we are, man. Here's where we are. Here's where we are. We are here. We are there. We are here. We are there. Wagwan people, welcome back to the Random Show once again with your lovely dear host. Hope you are well wherever you may be. We are back in the sector doing what we need to be done. Episode number 309 of the Random Show, coming at you live, or coming to you, coming at you, coming on you, wherever it may be, live and direct from an undisclosed location somewhere in the world. How you doing? How you feeling? What's going on? Big up everybody tuning in. Appreciate every single one of you. So yeah, let's just crack on to it, because I got some things to run through. So big up everybody in the stream who is watching right now. Appreciate every single one of you. We shall be mostly doing a little bit of Tfatk watch alongs. We're gonna finish the one we did the other day. See if there's anything good there, and then we're gonna go forward and finish the other one as well, or start the other one. Probably not gonna finish it today, but we're gonna do it as well. You get me? We're gonna do it from there. So big up everybody. Appreciate all of you. Thank you for tuning in. We are here. We are here. As I said previously, because we're getting some members on the channel, I've decided now probably to make it easier. When I do stream on Wednesdays, that clip or that stream will be the one that'll be on the members thing. So if you're wondering what that is, don't worry, I didn't delete it. It's just that'll be the one available for the members. So however it falls, whenever I stream on Wednesdays, that will be the members only one. Easy peasy, easy peasy. But this one's going to be available on the channel as per usual. You get me? As per usual. So yeah, big up everybody tuning in. Appreciate you. Make sure you smash the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel along the way if you like and enjoy what you see. Don't be stingy. That's about it, really, isn't it? That's about it. Take part in the chat. Have a good time. Giggle, giggle, giggle. That's all that needs to be done. That's all that needs to be done. That's all that needs to be done. Giggle, giggle, giggle. First things first. Let's roll in. This is some odd news to roll in here right away. This is some really odd. Oh, big up Austin Casey with a member bomb. Massive member bomb. Big up the 5 member bomb. Big up everybody that's going to get a membership from Austin Casey. Make sure you say Wagwan, you say thanks. Don't be lame. Make sure you say Wagwan and thanks. Everyone that's been gifted a membership, make sure you say thank you. Make sure you say thank you, okay? Don't be lame. Make sure you say thank you. Big up Austin Casey. Appreciate you. I'll let these notifications run through quickly, and we're going to jump on to the first topic of the day. We're going to get it out of the way. You get me? We're going to go in. Big up everybody joining. Big up all the new joiners. Make sure you like and thank Austin Casey. Or forget liking. Thank Austin Casey first. Don't like me. Forget all that nonsense. I'm a nobody in the grand scheme of things. Who am I? So yeah, let's go. Let's freaking go. So first things first is this. We need to talk about HW2 Girl. Big up Austin Casey again. Appreciate you. Big up all the gifted members who got a gifted membership. Make sure you say thank you to Austin Casey for that. Appreciate you. Let's rock and roll. So, Haley Welch, HW2 Girl. This is a strange caption, and a very strange reaction. I'm hoping there's more context to it, but you know, how much context can you get from a 39-second clip? But let's play this anyway. In a recent interview, HW2 Girl Hayley Welch says she refuses to say thank you to the content creator that made her go viral. Why? I want to know why. Why is she not wanting to say thank you or appreciative of that chance encounter that literally turned into a millionaire? Why would she do that? Let's see.
You talked to that dude? Have you said thank you?
Tell him thank you for what?
Making you famous?
Well, see, we reached out to him, and I asked him to stop posting those videos, and he never did. He blocked us all and everything. So I'm not telling him thank you for anything.
Oh, really? Wow. So you reached out to go, hey, would you chill on that? And he blocked you?
Because, I mean, he'd post one, I'd be like, oh, that's it. Here would come another one. A few days later, I was like, man, maybe that's it. Here would come another one. Then just so on.
So in the beginning, you just wanted it to all go away, make it stop, and you just continue life at home and at the Spring Factory. And then now, since he wouldn't stop, you're just like, okay, what does this make possible for me?
Yep.
That's when you know you're a boring interviewer, by the way. This is a cue that you're a boring guest, and they're having to pull teeth to get questions out of you or to get answers out of you. When the hosts have to repeat back what you said in a more animated, you know, way to try to get you to like feel something, that's usually a sign that you're a terrible fucking interview guest for sure. They were struggling here. Like, she had to repeat it back to, oh my god, so you didn't want to say thank you because, like, anyway, her reasoning is kind of crazy, to be fair. I understand, like, so from what I can surmise from this interview question or this answer, it seems like this whole thing that happened, it happened when she was clearly drunk and not really, you know, thinking straight. The next day she sees a clip and she regrets it. That's what it feels like. This guy did man the street interview. He asks a friend the question. She jumps in, hawk to her that thing. She blows up. But in the morning, she sees it and she regrets it. She contacts the content creators, take it down. I'm assuming, you know, he probably gets that all the time and it's annoying. So he just ignores it and blocks them or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm probably going to post it up. I don't care. And then weirdly enough, that don't care ended up blowing up and it blew up his channel or blew up his account, and obviously it made HW2 go into a fucking worldwide phenomenon. Now, in the beginning she didn't like the guy because, you know, it wasn't getting that far and, you know, whatever it may be, but now that she's turned out to be who she is now, why can't you just be thankful about that chance encounter? Because she didn't even like it and it turned her into a millionaire. Like, literally changed her fucking entire life. It made her into a legit fucking celebrity. To not be thankful or appreciative of that is weird, isn't it? But maybe it kind of shows why she's also successful in a weird way, because maybe it shows that she's not really the person that she portrayed herself to be in that street interview. She's a little bit more meek, a little bit more quiet, a little bit more just normal and chill. She's not this like turbo slut that she kind of, you know, intimated that she might have been in the interview, which is pretty cool in a weird way. She's made it famous, or she's become famous off the back of that one interview, and that one interview portrayed her to be like this like super slut, but really she's not, you know. She doesn't sound like it. It sounds like she's kind of prudish, she's kind of shy, kind of timid. I flipping love the internet, man. She sold everybody a dream. I flipping love the internet. That's so flipping funny. She sold everybody a dream. The guy that helped to blow her up, she doesn't like because he didn't delete the video the first time she asked her. But then because he didn't, his decision not to delete the video and block her is what made her into a millionaire. What a weird and wonderful world we live in. What a weird and wonderful world we live in. Oh, I love it. I flipping love it. Talking about wonderful worlds and weird places we live in, look at this news. Big up Chris Mack as well for notifying everybody in the stream chat about this. But look at this. Courtesy of Variety. Courtesy of Variety magazine. David Spade and Theo Von to star in buddy comedy Bus Boys. Can you see what you're seeing on the screen right now? And as they stay on the Friday Kids subreddit, I guess Theo's still working it out, isn't it? I guess Theo is still working it out. I guess Theo is still working it out. Still working things out, Theo is. Because, oh my goody gosh. Look at this. David Spade and Theo Von will star in and produce a buddy comedy called Bus Boys, which they wrote and are self-directing. Wow. Hopefully it doesn't end up being as bad as The Machine. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Set in the border town of Arizona, The movie follows David and Theo, two friends who think becoming waiters will solve all their problems. They are wrong, per the log line. I already like it. I'm not gonna lie. I already like it. Jonah Feingold. Jesus, of course. One of the people involved in it is called Jonah Feingold. Yo, big up Austin Casey. Appreciate you. Wagwan.
Man, Theo is down bad. Hope he gets it all worked out soon.
Exactly, yeah. Theo is really struggling, man. Theo is really struggling. He's having a hard time, man. His luck is down. He just can't seem to get it together. You know, it's just one mistake after another mistake. It's just really hope things turn around for Theo, man. I really do hope they turn around for him. Pick up what's the case. Jonah Feingold will direct Bus Boys, which is also produced by Robert Ogden Bruman alongside Spade and Vaughn. Production will kick off on the 10th of January in Las Vegas. We are looking forward to gracing everyone with this comedy that no one asked for, said Spade in a statement. Spade, who became a household name during his stint at Saturday Night Live cast, has also starred in comedy such as Joe Dirt, Grown Ups, The Wrong Missy. He also it was in sitcoms Rules of Engagement, 8 Simple Rules. He received an Emmy nomination for his role for the Dennis Feek Don't Shoot Me. And now he's a touring stand-up comedian who co-hosts Fly on the Wall and Superfly podcast with Dana Carvey. Vaughn is a host of This Past Weekend. I wonder if they're going to include in this blurb the mention of the Fire and the Kid. Will they mention Brendan in this blurb? I haven't read it yet, but in this paragraph here describing, you know, Theo's background, I wonder if they'll mention Brendan discovering him, the Fire and the Kid, Brian Callen. I wonder if they'll mention those names. Let's see. Theo Von is the host of This Past Weekend, one of the most popular podcasts in the world. His guests have included everyone from comedians such as Shane Gillis, Nikki Glazer, to non-celebrities such as Small Mall Cop, and the School Lunch Lady. This year he interviewed Donald Trump, JD Vance, Mark Cuban, Bernie Sanders. Von is also a stand-up comedian with 2 Netflix specials, No Offense and Regular People. Oh, no mention of Brendan or Brian Callen firing the kid, but I thought Brendan discovered him. I thought he would have said like Brendan Shaw, you know, Theo Von was a discoverer. Brendan Shaw. It doesn't say that. Weird, isn't it? Weird. But yeah, big up Theo, man. Big up Blood Clot Theo. What an amazing fucking development. Can't wait to see that, to be fair. I honestly can't wait to see that because I have to be honest, like, as much as I like Theo and as funny as I think he is, I've been really disappointed at how ordinary his stand-up specials have been. Especially considering how funny he is on pods. Like the chasm between his podcast persona and his stand-up comedy persona is fucking horrendous. Or it's really, really wide, sorry. So I'm hoping he's a better comedic actor than he is a stand-up. I think he will be, to be fair. I think he'll be a better comedic actor than a stand-up. I think we'll get a far better performance, a far better version of Theo, either like on a sitcom TV show, a movie, than we do stand-up, unfortunately. I would actually like to know what that is, actually. I wonder if Theo maybe is better to watch live, but he doesn't translate really on the stage for me. From what you're not on stage, from what I saw on my fucking laptop, do you know what I mean? But either way, should be flipping cool. Obviously, David Spade is a really good comedic actor and generally somebody that I find funny. So yeah, man, this should be cool. This should be flipping cool. Can't wait to see what's gonna happen. And for sure, they're gonna have loads of cameos from people from the podcast, stand-up comedy podcast world. So this is gonna be a bit of a big deal. I'm not gonna lie, especially with these 2 names attached to it. This is gonna be a bit of a big deal. Hopefully it happens as well. Yo, big up Abe Martinez. Appreciate you. Well,
Papa got the Joe Dirt haircut. Theo sucks.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, big up Abe Martinez. But yeah, I can't wait to see how this develops. Hopefully it gets greenlit because, you know, as I think Uche mentioned the other day about that Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino movie, or I think it was Andrew Santino or somebody else, whoever it was, it never ended up it never ended up materializing. And I think that happens a lot in productions and Hollywood and TV and whatever it may be. So until it's actually in motion, we don't know, but it's a really good sign so far and a really cool announcement. And really, yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm not gonna lie, this actually sounds quite funny. So let's see how it plays out. I actually, talking about Bus Boys, I actually wouldn't mind to see like a literal bus, a Tim Dillon movie of that same ilk, like kind of tracing back his years when he was doing tour guide things in fucking open top buses in New York. That'd be pretty sick. Like that I would actually definitely watch it. I think that'd be really funny. Like him kind of ranting and raving at foreigners, getting into fights with them, stealing tips, going to random bars and picking up coke and drinking, and then going to do comedy spots. I think that'd actually be a decent enough show, like that one, like tracing back at that time. But you know, what do I know? I'm just a regular guy. Continuing on. Look at this news. Jussie Smollett's hate crime hoax conviction overturned. Jesus Christ. Who would have guessed it, eh? Who would have guessed it? Connections, money, and power. Which is actually, you know what? This is one of the things I like about America, actually. I like that America, the justice system and just life in general, you can kind of bend it to your will if you have the money. I think in the UK you can't. I think in the UK we're way more classist. I think in the UK, no matter how much money you amass, no matter how much wealth you attain, how much riches you have, there are certain doors, certain things that you can just never have access to based on the color of your skin, based on where you're from, blah, 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 blah. But I feel like in America, it's a great equalizer. If you have money and power and influence, no matter what you look like, you can like live a life that the regular people in the States have no access to or have no understanding of. The rules don't apply to you. And Justice Smollett is a good example of it. He allegedly comes from a pretty, you know, serious family who have very serious connections. I think he was even related to the person that was prosecuting the case. I forgot who the person was or her name, but he's got ties, deep ties. So eventually that paid off, because this is crazy. Justice Smollett's hate crime hoax conviction overturned. Who would have flipping guessed that, right? Justice Smollett's conviction for lying to the police about a hate crime he was accused of staging against himself was overturned by the Illinois Supreme Court. Just listen to that line. He was accused of staging a hate crime against himself. Oh, what a loser. The ruling made on a procedural grounds, going back to a decision by the Cook County State Attorney's Office to drop the case against Smollett a few weeks after his original indictment, with the actor agreeing to to forfeit his $110,000 bail to the city. That decision, however, caused uproar among city officials, which ultimately led to the appointment of the special prosecutor and a revival of the case. Smollett was eventually convicted of 5 charges of lying to the police in December 2021 and sentenced to 150 days in prison. But the Illinois Supreme Court ruled that the special prosecutor's case against Smollett shouldn't have gone forward because of the original non-prosecution agreement. So just loophole after loophole after loophole in it. Money, wealth, you just got access to things, you just got access to lawyers and whatever that you regular people don't. Absolutely wild, boy. Yo, big up.
PPL hated on that Chapel special, but his breakdown of Juicy Smollett was great. Emo.
Yeah, 100%. He killed it. I think most people on the internet killed it pretty early, to be fair. A lot of the early analysis when Justice Smollett, accused, first made it known that what happened. I think some of the original jokes were hilarious. The internet knew immediately. The internet, social media, immediately knew this guy motherfucker was lying. I think some people on the left who are more like, left leaning were just more so looking out for his mental health. Like, oh my God, stop attacking him. He's, people go through hard times. You never know what drove him to, do what he did. But I think even the most liberal of the wokey, of the diversity person out there doesn't think it actually happened. I think they're just more worried about, hey, I'm not gonna pile on him and shit, which is, fair. But I don't think anyone actually believes that it happened. That's the wild thing. But he somehow is just gonna die on the hill of that lie. It's just wild to me that he's gonna go to his grave with that lie. I guess at this point you have to, innit? There are certain lies you just have to take to your grave. You can't ever confess or admit to. Like, the times when you fucking called in sick at work and you've lied that your relative died or something, or God forbid a parent, you know what I mean? Like, you put some bad karma and juju out there, but you just weren't feeling it that day. Those are the type of lies you have to take to your grave, you know what I mean? But that's not nearly as severe as lying about a hate crime wasting police time, trying to turn it into some sort of like rallying call to boost your career. Like, oh, Jussie Smollett, brother. The judges described their ruling as one based around a question about the state's responsibility to honor the agreements it makes with defendants, specifically if the state should be allowed to bring a second prosecution when the dismissal was entered part of an agreement with the defendant and the defendant has performed as part of the bargain. They ultimately ruled, we hold that a second prosecution under the circumstances is due process violation, and we therefore reverse the defendant's conviction. That's fair. They say the first time he was found innocent, you can't rule it again, so you chuck it out. I guess in some ways, but it stinks of somebody having influence and getting those people with influence to, you know, press some buttons. Smollett's lawyer, Nini E. Uchi, told Rolling Stones, is it Uchi or Ueche? I don't know how you pronounce it. So they say Nini. This was not a prosecution based on facts. Rather, it was a vindictive prosecution, and such proceedings has no place in our criminal justice system. Ultimately, we are pleased that the rule of law was a big winner today. We are thankful to the Illinois Supreme Court for restoring order to Illinois criminal law jurisprudence. Jurisprudence. Come on, bro. You think this ruling is the one that's going to restore order to Illinois criminal law? Come on. Smollett ended up serving less than a week of his 5-month prison sentence, with appeals court agreeing that he should be released on bond pending the outcome of his appeal. One of the saddest things about this whole thing is that his career has never recovered. His career has never, I don't really keep an eye on Jussie Smollett's career, but I don't think I've seen him in anything prominent in a long time. I think I might have saw like a tweet somewhere that said that he was meant to perform in some small indie movie or some sort of Broadway stage thing, but he hasn't been working since. So even though he doesn't want to admit to the lie, I guess that's the price he has to pay. For the lie that he did obviously tell, because his career has never, and I mean never, recovered. What can you do? Moving on, let's talk about Cat Williams. Cat Williams announced, courtesy of this GQ interview that he did, I think it was part of the GQ Men of the Year celebration, and he sat down and did, you know, the things that they do on GQ in terms of content, and he announced, actually, is there a box there? Okay, it's there. He announced that he's starting his new podcast. Cat Williams reveals he's working on a podcast while answering fan questions with GQ. He also avoids roasting Steve Harvey. Let's play Cat Williams announcing the launch of his podcast. That's going to be fucking cool. Can't wait to hear that.
So then I found out that if I just don't drink any alcohol when I'm performing, then I don't sweat very much. And now people haven't said anything about it.
Hold on.
Cora.
Have you heard of Cora before?
Of course. She was my grandmother's friend. What is Cat Williams like in person? Oh, so sexy. How tall is he? He smells good. And I don't want to say specifically and speak for him, but he's probably about 1.5 feet shorter than 6'5". At Cat Williams, have you ever...
The funny thing is, I bet you Cat Williams is somehow taller than Joe Rogan. Like, because I bet I've said it before on the stream, but I bet you Joe Rogan must get it so often. Every time he bumps into fans in real life, I bet one of the weird things that fans do is like, oh my God, I didn't know you were that short. Like, I bet that must be the first thing that happens at every moment. He must be so used to it. It must be such a bummer, but he must be so used to people like, oh my God, you're so short. Because I think people in their heads would just imagine Rogan would be taller than Cat Williams. But I could see a scenario, or I could see it being possible, that Rogan is actually shorter than Cat Williams.
Ever considered developing a follow-through swing, and what kid set clubs do you currently hit? Oh man, I'm so blessed. You know what? They don't make a kid set good enough for the way I play. PXG, baby. Why is he sweating every set? Is the stage no have AC? I always sweated on stage, and I always enjoyed sweating on stage. It shows I'm a hard worker, and I'm out there giving you everything that I got. people were using it to think that I was on drugs. So I was like, Lord, can you lift this off of me, please? And so then I found out that if I just don't drink any alcohol when I'm performing, then I don't sweat very much. And now people haven't said anything about it.
I'm not going to lie. I don't think that's true. I think if you're a sweater, you're a sweater. When I've gone and done my little DJ live streams, when I book these little studios I book at Pirate Studios, they're these little rooms that you can kind of set up and play your music on, right? And they're very well air conditioned. For a room in London, for a studio space in London, they're very well air conditioned. Very, very well air conditioned. And without failure, I'm there by myself with nobody else. I've not drunk anything. I've not had a single drug. I'm just playing songs, dancing around in that booth, looking at my little webcam while I live stream it. And I always sweat. My whole back is covered in sweat. Every part of my body is covered in sweat. So I don't think that sweat thing, performing on stage, is about alcohol. I just think, unfortunately, some of us are sweaty, some of us are not. I'm more on the sweaty side, unfortunately.
Was this guy in Grand Theft Auto 4? Yes. After seeing the pathetic viral clip of Steve Harvey clapping back at Cat, who else decided to spin the block on this video again? I know I ain't the only one. First of all, thank you, Mr. Will White 8465. With how eloquently you said that, I don't think I need to say anything. I will simply hit like and subscribe and share. What's up with the Rotary Club Freemason Illuminati necklace?
Rotary Club.
Oh. I designed it myself, so I know it couldn't possibly have any of those comments.
Honestly, the internet is undefeated, isn't it? What's up with the Rotary Club? Necklace. He's like, huh? It kind of gagged him, innit? It kind of gagged him, huh? That hurt, but I understand why you said that.
Patience, I'm not that bright. User 270153. Stupid. Tim Christian Hansen, would you please start a podcast? The community will freak out.
Exactly.
Everyone knows you speak the truth. I do not enjoy listening to me talk. So if I did a podcast, it would have to okay, the answer is yes. Fine, I'll do the podcast.
Thank
I'm
God.
working on it. All right, there you go, Tim.
Thank God.
Okay, that's
amazing news. Cat Williams podcast coming soon. Cannot wait. Cannot bloody wait. An actual funny one, by the way. An actual rare funny comedian. So yeah, man. Yeah, we're happy. We are happy to hear that. I can't wait. But maybe I'm in the minority when I say that. Maybe I'm in the minority. Anyway, moving on. Wanted a lightning since how he was a kid. This is from the Reset episode. So big up the person on Fighting His Kid subreddit for posting this. This is a recent clip of Brendan sugging off the Ford Lightning once again, which is, I don't know what's going on there. Let's play this clip.
Yeah. I would sign up for it if they do it out of an excursion.
Having an excursion would be good.
Excursions are sweet, dude. I got my peepers on an 03 with
Jesus Christ, bro. That, by the way, why is his nose so big? Is he cycling off the Ozempic? Why does his nose look like that? Or is it just the angle? God damn, that's a schnoz, isn't it? That is a schnoz. Hold on. Those first 15 seconds were brutal. Brutal. The fact that they keep this pod alive is somewhat commendable. I'm not going to lie. Maybe I'm in the minority. I'm definitely in the minority when I say this. But I think the fact that they keep this pod alive is just crazy. They literally find it so hard to talk to each other.
Yeah.
I would sign up for it if they do it out of an excursion.
Mm-hmm.
Having an excursion would be good.
Yeah, excursions are sweet, dude. I got my peepers on an 03 with 6.
Oh, big up Space Guy. That's actually a good point. His face is smaller now. That's why. That's actually a good point. maybe that's one of the side effects of Ozempic. You lose your weight quickly, but you lose it in the right places, so your proportions on your face are all fucked up. You know, when you lose weight the normal way, maybe it kind of, you know, you lose it all at once in some sort of like even way. But Ozempic, you probably don't, or it's just got a really big nose. Who knows?
0.0 Power Stroke built.
Can you send it to me, Bryn? Did that actual, or do you want to or not?
No.
Okay.
I don't want people to know the one I'm looking at.
All right.
But I have to sell.
Oh, the competition. There's competition, right? Around buying a fucking Ford Lightning, like from like what? Like Jesus Christ, man. I don't know. Whatever.
My Ford Lightning first. So if you're in the market for a Ford Lightning, mine's up for grabs.
I kind of want
a Ford Excursion.
I want to go into something that I saw
DM
in
me
the
if you're
news
interested.
because it's timely as we're talking about weight classes.
I love how you just
we're talking about weight classes. We're talking about fighting.
of his
Hold on, is that
conversation.
Ford Excursion with the 6.0 diesel engine do anything to your wiener?
Not a thing.
Yeah, gay man.
Not a thing. I don't even think it's a good looking chassis. I think it's too big. It's not blocky enough for me.
I think this body is
I don't get why you take
beautiful.
that and soup it up and.
So, what do you think is going on here? Is this just like, is this his ability? Is this the only way he could afford to buy loads of cars? Because now he doesn't have the money to buy loads of like luxury sports cars or luxury cars in general? Or is this part of the LARP? Is this part of the cosplay? Like, I'm driving these like regular guy cars because I'm a regular guy, because regular guys like Trump and regular guys are conservative. Even though I live in LA. Is that part of the thing that's going on? This never ending like fib, this game, this like performance where it's like, you know, I just got to keep buying more pickup trucks so that people can see and know that, hey, I'm a regular working class blue collar American. It's like, I don't know what's going on here. Like, he's gonna try and pretend like he was always into these cars, of course, but it seems very weird, very try-hardy for nothing.
It makes no sense. It's basically a minivan with a big nose.
You know what it is?
Okay.
Truck with an extended bed.
It's a minivan with a big nose, and it's bullshit.
No, you know what it is?
It's an extended.
You know what it is? I look at that, I go, that's the ultimate dad ride.
Yeah, that's a.
And I'll
ride.
put 600.
What's that? Again, with a 600 horsepower, what's dad ridey about that? What's dad ridey about that? Because it's big. 600 horsepower again. You're gonna raise it up again. Like, it's just like, so it's gonna be another version of the other car that he has already, the TRX. Boo. Yo, big up Abe Martinez.
He definitely can't afford the luxury cars anymore.
Even just on big up Abe Martinez, even on finance it seems, even on leasing, because look at the views. They don't even like buy views anymore. So clearly the money to like do frivolous things is not there. You know, they don't buy views. There's no luxury sports cars. There's no buying new fenders for the Porsche. It's like trying to figure out, you know, how to like make the money stretch to buy this Ford Excursion thing, which, you know, don't get me wrong, decent enough car, but it's like for someone that's got all the cars that he has, really? This is gonna not move the needle, but this is the one that you want? Really? You're really into this now? Or are you into what it might signify and, you know, to people out there who think maybe you're a douche and shit? Either way, it's weird.
Horsepower on it?
Yeah.
1,000 pounds of torque, fully built 6.0.
And you'll lift it up like that?
Oh, yeah.
I have the problem with lifting it up.
The one I got my peepers on, 8-inch lift.
Oh, God.
So the kids are going to have to jump in.
Yeah, it looks roll heavy. It looks top.
I'll roll that thing for sure.
You know what I mean? It looks
No,
like it
you
can roll.
won't.
Jesus, Sainaz, chill out. Sainaz doesn't want her man to die. She doesn't want those extra paychecks going away anytime soon. But yeah, I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. I really, really don't get this like Ford truck thing, you know, whatever. But I'm assuming it's just him trying to be relatable. Trying to be somewhat normal and shit. Trying to grift. And trying to obviously in a weird way prove, oh, look, nothing's changed. I'm still buying cars, but you know, we all know it's not the same cars he was buying before. These aren't Porsches, these aren't Ferraris. These are some other things that he's trying to convince himself that he's always been a fan of. It's fucking weird. For me anyway, I think it's fucking weird, but I could be wrong. Big up Young God Vibes. Sinnaz is going to cry harder than Slow Joe at his funeral 100%. Those are the times when the women definitely get into a fight. She'd be like, why are you crying so hard? You know what I mean? Why are you crying so hard? Do I need to know something? Then it all kicks off. Big up bass. What's that bass goodie? His girl works on the show now. Yep. Who's his girl? I don't know what you mean by that one. Saying that sounded like she got Bappa's bun in the oven. Yeah, exactly, Chris Mike. Exactly. People picked up on that. Nice, did it? Don't be surprised. Slow just also OF. No, I don't think she will. She's too Catholic. I think Slojo's got too many Catholic tendencies. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I know the bikini pictures are what they are, but if she does post, if Slojo did have an OF, I think it'll be like the more race. I'll say racier. It'd be maybe her, like, you know, doing an oops, my bra strap fell type of pictures. I don't think it'll be anything explicit. I think she's too Catholic and too whatever to do all that sort of, like, you know, racy HD fucking wild stuff on OnlyFans. I think she might do fairly decent kind of positioning herself as like a mum, basically, right? And then doing that whole, like, yeah, here's me wearing this and that and whatever. It'll still be probably quite hard, but I reckon she could do that. But straight up OF with her, like, on her knees gargling people's nuts, never happening. Never ever happening, in my humble opinion. Again, don't know much about the lady, but she doesn't strike me as somebody that enjoys performing for a camera. I wouldn't think so. Next one. Oh yeah, I haven't heard this one yet because I wanted to listen to this with you guys fresh. So let's play this fresh. So allegedly, what's the title say here? What's the title say? Oh, I missed the title. The title said something. What did the title say? Bear with me 1 second. Look what the title says on this particular clip, because I want to get this correct. The title says, I don't like this subreddit anymore. I can't write reality. Hey, listen, you little. Okay, that's the title. I don't like this subreddit anymore. I can't write reality. Hey, listen, you little ... And if you're wondering who the voice is, you know who the voice is. It's our blood clot nigga, BGL. Let's hear what he has to say. Who's BGL talking to?
Hey, listen, you little bitch, fuck. I just talked to Luana and she said, first of all, oh my fucking God. Listen, you little fuck.
Who the fuck is Isaiah?
You little two-faced fuck. I didn't want to meet with you in person. You didn't listen to my voice notes that I sent you in June.
Oh, he sounds fucked, innit? He sounds fucked.
You motherfucker. You pussy bitch.
You motherfucker. I like that, motherfucker. Let's go back there. I like that.
Fucker. You pussy. You motherfucker. You motherfucker.
Huh?
You motherfucker. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. You pussy bitch. So I'll meet you with you in person and slap the fuck out of you, first of all. No,
wow.
I'm not going to be violent with you. But you know I'm going to fucking look you in your eyes.
Jesus Christ. Look at how much... So this guy is like sending texts. He's sending more than 1 minute long voice notes. Yo, this man is something else, bro. And Brendan welcomed this man into his inner circle. This man was a really big part. He played a big role in the Thick Boy fucking media network, whatever it was at the time. Brendan's is such a bad judge of character, man, because this man is like, wow, he's something, isn't it? I like BGO, but he's something.
You everything that I have a fucking issue with, which you're too much of a fucking pussy to listen to when I sent you an hour-long voice note after you cried.
Hold on. So there's a new update on AI. So there's a new update on iOS. Now transcribe your voice notes. That's pretty cool. I don't mind that, to be fair. So you don't need to actually listen to it. You can just read through it if you want to. Big up Apple. That's actually a cool little feature.
The fucking phone because I wouldn't lie to Noel because they're showing pussy pics to fucking Rosette and Luana, and I walked away, and then you wanted me to lie.
Who was showing pussy pics? This Isaiah person is not a boy, it's a woman. Or is this like boy pussy? What? Someone was showing pussy pics and he didn't want to look at them because what?
About it to her. I don't want to meet fucking Rosette and Luana because I wouldn't lie to Noelle because they're showing pussy pics to fucking Rosette and Luana, and I walked away. And
he's saying he didn't want to lie about that guy, I think Isaiah, who was showing pussy pics to Rosette and Luana because he likes this guy's girl. He doesn't want to, I guess that's what he's trying to say. I guess.
Then you wanted me to lie about it to her. I don't want to meet you in person for what? You little fucking snake. You know what you do in person?
Jesus.
Hey, listen, you little bitch.
Jesus Christ. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who Isaiah is. I don't know why they both, him and, BGO and Luana sound so fucked up. Like she's, they've both been clearly partying, having a good time, or maybe just woke up, who knows. And it sounds unhinged, but you know me. You know I love a good unhinged. I love a good unhinged. So I'm all well for it. Godspeed to everybody involved. I love a good unhinged crash out. Hopefully we get some more because the Tfatk case sort of shit is kind of dying down, or is dying a slow death, or dying a death by 1,000 cuts. So if we're gonna fill in some blanks, please BGL be the filler of our blanks. And I'm not gonna say pause because saying pause is lame. So let's play this clip as well on the subject of being unhinged. On the subject of being unhinged, have you guys seen this? Big up Fuzi. I didn't even know this is a feature. I didn't know this was a feature. I had no idea this was a feature. So I don't think Tesla were actually watching Fuzi's stream, and that's why they turned off his autopilot. I'm assuming there's some sort of feature in the car that says you can't use it. If you do use it without your hands, then it kind of takes it away. I'm assuming. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming. Let's play the clip. Take the music off. Sorry.
They take autopilot away from me.
It says no autopilot.
Have been suspended based on your driving. Will be restored to 7. That's 6 days.
I didn't know it was a thing. I didn't know they did that, by the way. I didn't know that was a thing. I honestly didn't know that was a thing. That's a pretty cool feature. I guess it's a security feature because, Tesla, or I guess Tesla full autopilot hasn't really launched, or it doesn't even exist really in the actual way that they are been selling it. Full FSD isn't really a thing just yet, even though they're trialing it. And I think it's getting, from what I've seen videos wise on YouTube, it's getting better and better. But I think one of the ways to kind of prevent any issues, and this is probably more of a, make sure to avoid any lawsuits. If somebody does try to use it without keeping their hands on the steering wheel, or whatever the thing is, then it locks you out of it. And I think he got banned for 7 days live on stream. You gotta fucking love it. You got to fucking love it. It would have been funny if Tesla's had the ability to lock you out of full self-driving, and then just the car then takes over and parks you at a nearest supercharger or something, but you can't use it anymore. That'd be fucking hilarious. But yeah, big up the one and only. You know who he is. It's fucking Fuzi. Let's continue. Look at this. Crazy graph. No, actually, let me read the other bit there personally. Apologies for that. Let me go back here. Big up this person for posting what they did here. This says the downfall of Tfatk numbers guy. The highest viewed episodes from 2017 to 2004. Let's actually blow this up and show it. The highest viewed episodes from 2017 to 2024. 2017 episode number 228 with Bobby Lee. That actually is quite crazy, to think of what happened to Brendan and Brian's relationship with Bobby Lee, considering the part he played. You forget that Bobby Lee was a Tfatk OG. He did a show when they were in the low 200s. Crazy, isn't it? Bobby Lee was on Tfatk in the low 200s. You forget that, which is probably why he's never gonna forgive those guys for what they kind of did to him, because those were he's weirdly enough, even though they didn't really act like it, they were kind of his real friends. He'd known them for a while. 2018, the best episode, or the most viewed episode, was 370, starring Crystal Lee and Will Sassa. I think that's the one about, what you gonna do? Use some of that boxing on me? I think that's the one, that episode. Next one is 518 with Crystal Lee and Theo. Bert Kreischer is 5'4", 220, and then we got Chris Stefano and Wes Watson. But just think about it: who from this list of people would actually go and be a guest on, Brendan's shows or anything that he does? That's the thing, how quickly things change. Because there was this time when Brendan was probably around those guys at one point, every other night or whatever it may be. But now it's gone completely quiet. Completely quiet. But yeah, the place looks flipping cool. But I wonder if you're Brendan, right? If you're these type of people, do you actually regret and feel bad about where you are now, or are you just thankful that you still have a pod that you can kind of live off from in the first place? Because I think, with all intents and purposes, like, now that I've been doing the stream more regularly and I listen to what you guys say in the stream chat, Tfatk was never really good anyway, so the fact that they were able to stretch it out and get it this far and enjoy the the trappings of it is cool. But let's be real, it was never that good of a show. And as you can see from the previous posts, and someone else mentioned it before to me, which I didn't agree with, it was quite heavily guest, especially really good guest dependent. Like, Rogan's different. If Rogan gets a shitty guest, he knows it's a shitty guest, you just dust it off and keep working. But I think with the rest of these, it's just like, God damn it, man. They didn't do a lot of there's only one episode there. There's only two, sorry, but they don't have any guests that did actual numbers. And 2024 is kind of a cheat to include that one because of all the issues prior to starting, that may have kind of, had an effect on whatever's going on in the office and shit. Who knows? But either way, kind of crazy to see it all bared out there, how far, how mighty that fucking Tfatk star has come tumbling down. Cool. Let's move on. Next one. What's this one?
Yep.
The Curse. I thought I watched it before, right? The Curse Continued. Did you watch it before? The Curse Continued. I think we might watch this before, but let's just play it one more time. But I think we watched this before. The Curse Continues.
I've never had better food than Biloxi, Mississippi.
What?
Seafood.
Oh yeah, we did yesterday. Yeah, we watched it. We watched it yesterday. Let's play it one more time though.
But dude, it's called Mary Mahoney's. Everyone told me to go there.
Mary Mahoney's.
This guy comes
AZ was 658, the Trug Walk episode. Trug Walk? Probably. Most likely. But what's the Trug Walk episode? Is that the one you mean, like, after she announced it and they spoke about it on Tfatk? Yeah, maybe that's the one. Maybe.
Goes, gentlemen, what we're having? And I said, what's the best cut of steak you guys
Old
have?
French house. Oh,
he goes,
here we go.
Listen to this. This old dude goes, now why would y'all, clearly not from here, why would y'all come all the way to Biloxi, Mississippi and order steak? You know how stupid that is? I was like, excuse me? He's like, we do seafood here. You can get a steak anywhere, son. And I said, oh, okay, well, what should we have? He's like, I'll tell you what you have. I'm going to tell you. You know what? Just leave it up to me. And I'm like, dude, I'm a grown man. I go, well, how long you been working here, man, before I let you just order my food? He goes, well, geez, son, good question. Let me think about it. 61 years now, and then my mother before
61 years.
My mother before that
accent,
owns
man,
the
that
place,
accent.
and then her granddaddy owns it. He goes, I go, oh, you're the owner? He goes, I'm the owner.
It happened today for 2 of the 3 defendants pleading guilty to passing off imported seafood as local catch at Mary Mahoney's restaurant. The corporation, Mary Mahoney's old French housing.
Hold on, I missed that. They got taken down. No flipping way.
It happened today for 2 of the 3 defendants pleading guilty to passing off imported seafood as local catch at Mary Mahoney's restaurant. The corporation, Mary Mahoney's old French housing.
So all of that amazing, tasty food that we saw on Google Maps wasn't actually caught locally. It was stuff that they were importing. To be fair, that's a good scam. As long as they're importing it like from good places and it's just not just like fish that they're buying from Costco or some shit, then fine. But damn, the Baba curse is real. The Baba curse is real.
Incorporated must pay a $149,000 fine. Earlier this year, when pleading guilty to federal fraud charges, the restaurant agreed to pay $1.35 million in restitution. Co-owner Andrew Satanovich will serve 4 months home confinement and 3 years probation. Satanovich will have to pay a $10,000 fine.
Peaches, delight.
No way is that true. Oh my God. The owner was lucky not to go to prison. They're gonna have to be on house arrest for what, 6 months? Wow, the Brendan Schaub curse is real, bro. He spoke about that place one time, and then the very next day, the owner goes to prison for fraud. Oh my God, bro. Yo, that guy is bad luck, man. God almighty, that is absolutely insane. Yo, big up the Friday Good subreddit for uploading that. I had no idea, man. That is absolutely wild. Wild, 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 wild times we live in. Oh. Big up Papa, big up Papa. Anyway, let's move on. Next thing before you jump onto the episode. So let's see this one. What is it saying here? I'm too nice. I'm too nice. What are you saying here? Mr. I'm too nice commenting on Nick Diaz. What do you say here? What do you say here?
Oh, I don't know how legit this is, but so you know Nick Diaz is out of his fight with Vicente Luque.
Yeah.
And we're not exactly sure why.
Oh wow.
So drug addiction doesn't last forever. You either find sobriety or it takes your
That's a
life.
good point.
Wow.
Nick is struggling with some addiction issues?
We don't know. I mean, you know, he does marijuana.
Look at Brendan. Look at Brendan's face.
No, we know. We know.
We know.
Yeah, we know.
But also, you know, you said like he might have some CTE. We don't know.
Well, I hope he finds, help, because he was one of my.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't do. Call him a pussy.
No.
What?
If Nate came out and was like, "Man, my brother, we need help," I wouldn't call him a pussy.
No, you'd be very supportive.
Yeah, trying to help him out.
As
Only Brendan, innit? Only Brendan could be an asshole, could be a condescending, patronizing, just all around douchebag holding such a cute dog. How could somebody be so mean, so like whatever he is, holding such a cute little dog on their lap? Like, how is that even possible? Surely the dog should be melting your heart, taking away all that kind of angst that you might have, and making you kind of, rethink your words. Nah, Papa just goes. He's sitting there with the cutest dog ever, and he's like hating super, super hard. Flipping hell. And I love how he completely misses the context, or he completely misses the point of that Nate Diaz tweet. They were, basically calling him a crybaby because he was being a crybaby. Like, that's perfectly okay to say. I don't know why he was so offended by it. Like, Brendan's a bizarre type of person, man. Very, very, very bizarre person. The things that he gets fucking annoyed by, like, oh yeah, I would help the guy. Like, why would you help someone you don't know in that capacity as well? Like, and he's trying to use it as some sort of like flag to wave and making it look like it should be a pedestal you should stand on. I'm better than it. It's like, bruh, these people don't like you, you don't like them. It's best to probably keep your distance, you would imagine. But when it comes to Papa, it's no lie, he does just go. He does just go. Okay, let's jump onto that Tfatk episode then, and let's see what I go on. Let's see how long we last. Let's see how long we last. I'm very curious to see, because that Tfatk episode, I saw some bits of it and it looked kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie, it looked kind of scaringly very, 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 very boring. So let's see what I want. Tfatk episode number 1042. Let's freaking go. Big up everybody in the stream watching right now. Appreciate you. Make sure you click that like button, okay? Make sure you click that like button, please. You better click that like button if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Help a brother out. Let's freaking go. Where is it? Bear with me. There you go. Full screen. Bang.
Oh no, there you go. There you go. Watch out.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, but you don't know how to wrestle, do you? No.
We're still doing this stuff, right? We're still pretending to be like hardcore guys because we fight. Alright, cool, man.
Some rollerblades on.
Jesus Christ. I'm so bored of this shit. I'm so bored of this shit.
good hair.
Shitty fucking toe holds.
Yeah, tell him how much you hate his good hair.
Oh no.
God almighty, man. Fucking hate
The doors, Casey. God. Oh, Casey.
And again, such a big, open, nice space, just wasted. For them to do all this sort of stuff, like
Boom, Casey, boom. Oh.
playing touch butt in the studio, just wasting time, wasting resources, wasting space. God almighty.
He's getting tired. He's getting old.
Yep. It's all in the game plan.
Careful, Donnie's behind you.
Imagine they killed the dog. Imagine Brendan inadvertently killing Sayaz's dog because he's playing touch butt with Brendan in the fucking, or with Brian in the Tfatk studio, and he accidentally just sits on it or steps on it. Yo, and then fucking Sayaz goes full BGL and just starts airing out everything about Brendan on other streams and shows. That'll be fucking hilarious. Brendan breaks the dog's leg by accident, and then Sayaz just says, "Okay, fuck it. I'm going on TMOS. Fuck it."
Oh, damn. Fucking what?
What's up, bro?
Is there a problem?
No problem. Free shot.
Sure do.
Yep, free shot.
I can't.
Dude, I wish I fell back when you pushed me. That's what bothers me.
He's too big. He's a gorilla.
Where was you had so much confidence?
You're bragging that a 60-year-old man who's like, what, 120 pounds, maybe more, lighter than you, can't push you. I can't make you fall over. It's like, ay.
What?
What's up, dude?
Shit, hold on.
Oh, you're fine.
You're just big, man.
I know, but you got it. More mass.
No, I do, but I just can't. It's hard for me.
I mean, I'm upright. My knees are barely bent.
I got you.
You got it. Go.
Relax.
There you go. That bullshit arm drag, dude.
Don't say bullshit.
Where you going? Where you going? Come on.
Try to do it.
Single leg. Free single leg.
Snatch single?
Yep. Free single leg.
Even the way Callan touches his feet when he goes to grab the fucking sandals annoys me, innit? He's little fucking dainty, like he's little old man feet. Like, what's he doing? What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Go home, man. Go look after your kids. Go hang out with the wife and the family a little bit, man. What is this?
Single leg. Free single leg.
Yuck.
Snatch single?
Yep. Free single leg.
Snatch single? Yeah, but then you...
That's a good point, Bare Nips. That's a good point, Bare Nips. What's worse? People in the stream chat, you let us know. What's worse? Being Brendan and Brian and doing this in trying to impress a girl, I guess, saying as, or being the guy that's sitting down on the chair watching them do this? What's actually worse? What's more embarrassing? What's more pathetic? Being Brendan O'Brien or being that guy sitting down in the chair watching them?
Shit.
No.
Big up young old vibes, being sane as. Okay, fair enough.
Take it easy.
There it is. Lift it up, big dog. It's there. I'm not gonna...
Am I the only one that just thinks this room is just so unnecessarily big? Like, look how far away that chair is from everywhere. Am I the only person that thinks that room is just unnecessarily big? Yo, big up Wingers, appreciate it, bro.
Who is this for? This is garbage.
You know what's funny? This is them probably trying to create content. They're trying to make the podcast, they're trying to make Tfatk have a new lease of life. They're trying to reawaken it. And this is how they think they're going to do it. Not by being funny or by doing little sketches or by getting an interesting guest or changing up the format of the show. No. The way they think they're going to improve it. Yo, big up Asadates, appreciate you, bro.
Baba beats up on Callan in front of his meat sleeve snos and walks away thinking he can talk crazy to active heavyweights in the UFC.
100%. Brendan breaks Chin's neck, drags a few of those other guys in there, threatens to beat up Nick, you know, speaks all fucking loud and boasty on fucking streams because he's, you know, he fucking dog walks Brian Callan, which he should. It's absolutely hilarious. Like, people really underestimate, you know, or not, people don't underestimate. I think actual fans of fighting and shit know But this guy hasn't been training or doing anything that involves combat sports in like 10 years. Seriously. You don't see him posting pictures of him going to gyms or going to newer gyms or meeting new partners. So he's too rusty. So this idea that he thought he could or that he will mollywop a lot of people, especially some of the heavyweights out there, is absolutely insane.
Yeah, I'm not going to. No, here. I can't get under here. You can have it.
Track.
There it is. There it is. Yep, there it is. There it is. Come on, do something with it. I'll go high with it. I go high. Yeah, back it up. God damn, you got strong legs. There it is. There it is. No, see, there's no, but there's no
He's hiding out.
Great content, by the way. Incredible content.
I know. It's my turn.
Incredible content.
Dude, I have a cashmere sweater on.
I know, it's cool.
I know, but what are you gonna do? Get that shit out of my face. Get that shit out of here. All right, now see, I knew it. I knew it. I told you, there's no mat here. I'm trying to get out of the way.
I put it on soft.
Yeah, did you?
Yep.
See, guys, so here, the guy had his leg up.
Yep.
Here, right?
Yep.
What is this?
You want to hear? That's
Allegedly
here we are.
comes to BGL.
So here we are. See,
Brendan's already fucked
see how I
saying
roll
that
right
anyway,
into
so
the
who is he
guard
doing
there?
this for?
That's all. So here, control the body.
No, you won. You got her the girl. You don't like
Fuck, that hurts. All right, well,
anyway.
you're big. All right.
Just enjoy it, innit? Like,
All right,
what is this?
There's no mat. Otherwise, I would have spun out of it. All the bones in my back cracked just now.
Hey, when I jumped over, I could feel my shoulder dig into his jaw.
No, it was my back. No. Fuck, my duck under.
Brendan breathing super
almost
hard,
hurt my
bro.
neck.
I didn't. You got a little too cocky with the case.
Look how much he's breathing.
Yes, we did, 'cause we back at it again. It's the fighter in
Breathing
the
super hard.
Yes.
He's breathing super hard there. Big up Austin Casey.
Bappa gained a ton of weight and got out of shape, then got on Ozempic and lost the weight, so he thinks he's back in shape. His heart can't take this.
Exactly. That's the thing that's really wild. I didn't notice. We're looking, I was like, wow, man. That's the negative. I think we spoke about it yesterday, a little bit yesterday. Like, that's the negative parts of Ozempic. Like, he looks trimmer, but you can clearly see he has no cardio. Like, compared to Callan. Like, Callan did a couple of minutes with the other guy in the studio. He then did a couple of minutes with Brendan. He wasn't breathing as hard as Brendan was. Brendan was really out of breath. That's why he was on the floor for a long time, if you noticed. He was like on the floor, on the ground, like talking, because he was trying not to look like he was really out of breath, but he was really struggling. Like, wow, Ozempic is wild. You may look good aesthetically, but your insides, you know, you can't handle, you probably can't even run down the street. Imagine that. You look that way and you can't run up a flight of stairs without blowing out your ass. What's the point?
You little
All right, buddy.
pal.
No, I'm
Here's a little
100%.
disheveled.
I'm 100%. I'm so nervous about my neck because I've been in a car.
When
for a
have I
long
ever
time.
hurt you?
No, but I
All the
I
years,
tried to
have I
duck
ever hurt
under
you?
and I came back under because you were going to grab me, and I went oop, and I almost.
Because you were trying to, it's the reaction time
Yeah,
like Tyson.
yeah, you gotta be
your
careful.
reaction time's slow, and you were
I know,
kind of.
I got crazy
You're
reaction
trying to go
time.
too fast.
Crazy reaction time. Crazy.
I don't know. You're always scared I'm gonna hurt. We've been 15 years. I've never hurt you once.
I know. You did
You're
crack all
always
the
worried
bones.
Yeah, but that's nothing. Didn't he? What is this? I never hurt you once. Didn't you break Chin's neck? Like, so whose fault was that? Was that Chin's fault then?
Into my back.
I felt like it was in your neck.
It might have been
Because my shoulder went directly.
There was a
into
lot of cracking.
It went.
Yeah.
I went. That can't.
I didn't want to wrestle on the ground there. I am very careful. It's fine to mess around.
I passed your guard. I did a jump in butterfly
But I
pass.
had a nice butterfly there, but you passed it very
Oh,
quickly.
yeah.
It bothered me.
I wanted you to have that butterfly.
You did?
So I could show you that.
Damn it.
Oh yeah, dude.
Damn, that was very
Oh,
fast.
yeah.
But it was.
Yeah, big up NJ Ranger. Big up NJ
The
Ranger.
fact that BS was the cold open to the episode speaks volumes about the present state of Tfatk gay.
I don't know. This sort of stuff though, like, it's even insulting to call it a cold open, man. It's even insulting to call it a cold open. It's not. It's just like like they should have done this years ago. They should have interjected some of this playful, fun fighting thing time ago. But Brendan was too much on his high horse. Oh, I'm not a comedian. People always talk about the fighting, like what I've learned from fighting and applying to comedy. Like, he was always like so pretentious about it. And now, obviously, you know, they got no other choice. But this is like too little, too late. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, who gives a fuck about all this shit? Like, what? One guy who hasn't fought in like however many years, nearly close to 2 decades, and one guy who's like 60 and allegedly grapes. Like, allow it. I don't care.
Very fast pass. It was disconcertingly fast. Because I thought, all right, I've got him because I had underhooks, overhooks, my nice butterfly.
That was
in
all
there.
by design.
And I was like, I got you. I could sweep you maybe even. And then it didn't work out for me.
I jumped over the top and I saw Chin shooting. I went, well, I'm going to give him a little show.
I'm going to be honest with you. You are impossibly strong. I've never felt that.
Jesus Christ. A regular person would be like, you know, stop, man, relax. Look at Brendan's face. A regular person will feel a little bit uncomfortable when somebody jacks them off or like sugs them off, right? This much in real life with 2 fucking hands. But look at his face. Yeah, keep telling me. Keep telling me how awesome I am. Please keep telling me how awesome I am. What a weird individual.
I've never felt that.
As Bane says, for you.
For me. But you've got a lot of speed.
Yeah.
You do have a lot of explosive speed, but you're
Brian, you're nearly 60. Brendan might as well be fucking Endrick from Real Madrid compared to you. You know what I mean? You're 60, bro. Of course he looks like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog compared to you because you're 60.
You're annoyingly strong. It's very disconcerting. It's a bummer for any guy that has to grab you.
Oh my
and
god!
I know,
or threatens my wife or kids.
But I know
I'm
that
also
there are
on TRT
professional
and peptides.
I know professional fighters. I don't feel bad ever when you do that because I know there are professional fighters that have dedicated their life, and they are all 190.
Oh yeah, shut up. Pick up
This
a
is like me bragging to children about being stronger or faster than them. Also, Brian is definitely fag kind of guy.
I don't know, man. Brian fag kind of guy. Nah, I don't think so. I just think that's his form of humor. He just grew up in the era where like physical comedy and like that sort of stuff was like really big. So I think that's what he's into personally. Really big as well as a mad thing to say, but big up Asad Aziz.
Or below, and it's the same result.
No chance.
It's all. It's
That's
the
like
same.
being cocky.
I know. It's got to be so frustrating though when you dedicate your life.
That's life though, man.
And then they're like, oh fuck. That's why there are weight classes.
Yes. That's what it's
right. That's why it's like, oh fuck.
I think how talented Izzy is when we fought Jan. It's just, you know how much more talented he is at fighting?
Yeah.
Just overall fighting.
But Jan is a giant Polish guy.
He had 40, 50 pounds. Like
you can't do it. That's John's argument for.
Oh, so this is Brendan basically very subtly, very not so subtly saying that he's going to fuck anybody up who's smaller than him because he's just bigger and stronger. That's what he's basically trying to say. Skill doesn't matter. Okay, brother, whatever you say. I think it's different because he hasn't been training for 10 plus years. Like, surely that counts for something. Like, surely. We know it does too, because he's also not, the most elite jiu-jitsu practitioner or wrestler in the world anyway. So it's like, even when he was at his peak. So this whole narrative that he's somehow going to, be taking all his opponents to deep waters is really crazy when we've seen his previous fights weren't the case. Especially in his case.
The younger, more explosive, what's his name?
Tom Aspinall.
Tom Aspinall, who's 40 pounds, 30 pounds heavier. That's a lot of weight.
That's all the weight.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Notice Brendan didn't mention Alex Pereira, who beat Jan when
Exactly.
Izzy couldn't.
Exactly.
Because Alex called him out.
Oh, really? Who did Alex call out Brendan? Oh, yeah, true. He did, didn't it? True. Yeah, I remember that. What great memory. Pick up a Salties. Oh, great memory. Yeah, I remember that. 100% right. You're 100% right. Wow. Absolutely mad things. Cool. Okay, there we go. Let's continue.
He's faster.
You're 100 pounds heavier. That's
100 pounds heavier than you?
Well, I'm
Are you 140?
I'm 170.
I'm 240.
Yeah. You two, is that a real 240?
That's a real 240.
Because you tend to.
Yeah, Ozempic.
You tend to go, you're
No.
263, and then you'll be like,
You wait to say you tend to, lie. You should have said that. You tend to, lie.
because you tend to go, you're 263, and then you'll be like, I'm 240.
No, if I'm 263, you'll see it. It'll show my face.
Yeah. Are you 240?
Yeah, probably 44, 45. I eat like shit in Biloxi, so maybe 45.
It's so big.
Still not 100 pounds though.
It's so big though, because that sits on you absolutely naturally.
If you know how to use it.
Yeah, you do know how to
get
use
heavy.
it.
It's like a wet blanket.
You do know how to
I
use
like-
it.
I like
Casey, by the way, we were just messing around. Just nothing big. He doesn't know how to wrestle, but he's a very strong, thick young man.
Casey has an ass and legs on him.
He's
professional rollerblader.
He's like wrestling. He's like moving a fire hydrant. Wide.
Casey probably comes from the most athletic family in this studio.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 brothers. One went to Syracuse on full ride. The other went to FSU.
Oh.
Yeah.
In what?
One gymnastics. The other, I think, track.
Oh, Jesus.
That freaks.
So he's a little explosive fuck.
His whole family. Yeah, they're all.
He felt
freaks.
it.
No, yeah.
What the fuck is this podcast, man? What the fuck has this podcast turned into? Oh my God.
Casey, he might be the best athlete in the building.
Now, he doesn't know how to wrestle yet, so.
No wrestling.
Take
That's
him
why I
down.
said put on rollerblades and let's see how it goes for you.
Yep. But I'm not going to take him down the way you did. I'm not going to take him down on that linoleum. That doesn't really work with you. You took me down. Yeah, and my feet, the bones in my feet were killing me.
Wow,
Now
my
I'm
knees are
fine.
hurt now.
Yeah, your
from
knees hurt a bit,
slamming,
yeah.
from slamming down when I jumped over you like
Yeah,
that.
jiu-jitsu is hard to do on
On cement.
I've seen fights like that where the guy looks great. He's a great boxer, but the kid was Samoan and picked him up.
Oh, and spiked
Just
him on
just
cement.
bare hugged him and
out.
threw him on the ground.
But that's why that car jiu-jitsu makes sense. We should try car jiu-jitsu. Not my car, but in yours.
Somebody wanted me to do that. My buddy John, who puts that on, said you should do that with Brendan. And I said,
holy fuck.
Do you know that's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life?
Bad idea.
Get in a car with him?
And can you use the seatbelts?
Yes.
Oh my God.
No, it'd be a murder.
I'd pop your head off.
Of course you would. That'd be a disaster.
I'd grab my seatbelt.
I need a knife.
That'd be fun to watch.
I
Not
cut you
with
all
me.
up.
Yeah, no. Hell no.
Yeah.
We're this close and you have a
Tap,
knife
tap,
and
tap,
I
tap.
just have to get cut? No, dude.
No. Yeah.
Cool.
That
anything
car
else?
jiu-jitsu is terrifying. Horrible.
Jesus Christ, the dead air. The dead air on this show, bro. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That car jiu-jitsu is terrifying. Horrible.
It's interesting though.
Because you start with your seatbelt on.
But
The person that gets it off and gets out.
Oof. I respect car jiu-jitsu way more than like slap fight.
100%.
Car jiu-jitsu would be tough.
Car jiu-jitsu is
What? He only that doesn't like Jiu-Jitsu because Dana White owns it. But objectively, even for somebody that deems themselves to be a hater of their shit, if you start off by just allowing some of these clubs to have these like special licenses that kind of prohibit them from being ever knocked down by neighbors or told the sound to be too high, because a lot of those clubs around there, I think even some of the African clubs and shit, especially forward, they invest a lot of money into insulation. They invest a lot of money into like dampeners or whatever else it may be to ensure that their spaces don't bleed out and stuff and go a bit crazy. People come there, they get large, and identity is formed where it's formed.
the motherfucker.
Do they turn the AC on?
They don't. And you can have the windows open, I believe. But
So you
don't
can
want
get,
that.
so you can get some
I
leverage
think, but
with
it's,
your hips.
it's really
and
hard to
stuff?
get leverage.
Does it? It would depend the variation of the cars. Like if you're doing an excursion, like a Ford Excursion,
Yeah.
well, that's basically the size of the studio.
Yeah.
So you could basically stand up and do your thing if they clear out the benches.
Probably.
Has 3 rows of seating. If you're doing my house.
Yo, big up
We love
Asadaziz.
the dead air. We love the trailing off of conversations. Only a decade and a half into podcasting. Maybe next decade they'll learn to keep a convo going.
Exactly. Do you think it's gonna end? Do you think one day they'll just stop recording this, or do you think they're just gonna ride it until the wheels fall off? Like, do you think it's actually possible that they'll be like, you know what, I just can't do it anymore? Because I wonder. I've always honestly wondered, like, how many actual fans do they have? Like legit ones, like actual fans who still stick, the ones who are watching since Fox and are still here. And I'm just thinking, just like thoughts.
It's wide. But you're doing a Tesla or a Volkswagen, it's close quarters. That's like a smaller octagon.
Yeah.
I would sign up for it if they do it out of an excursion.
I think Brian's most unlikable, because comment here, people agreeing with it. I think Brian's most unlikable trait is the fact that he's linked up with Brendan and that he fucking, sucks him off and, literally jumps in the way of bullets for him and shit. I think that's one of his most annoying and, displeasurable. I guess it's one of his annoying traits that he has. But I also understand why he does it, because Brendan basically pays his salary. And, Tfatk, despite it being shit, has been probably the only consistent thing booking wise for either of these guys, right? Like when things were going dead or when he wasn't sure what they were doing, the Tfatk payments were always the ones that you'd imagine were keeping these guys' heads above water. But God almighty, man, like these residents are something else. Something bloody else. But yeah, what can you do?
Excursion would be good.
Yeah, excursions are sweet, dude. I got my peepers on an 03 with a 6.0 Power Stroke built.
Can you send it to me, Bryn? Did that actual, or do you want to or not?
No.
Okay.
I don't want people to know the one I'm looking at.
All right.
Okay.
But I have to sell my Ford Lightning first. So if you're in the market for a Ford Lightning, mine's up for grab.
By the way, isn't that Ford Lightning one of the worst adverts ever? Isn't that the car that he bought, right? Isn't that the car that he bought that consistently had problems with it? Why would you want to buy that? Like, it's basically a lemon. Why is he selling that? Why is that? That car, oh man, like, I don't know. But again, I could be wrong. I
kind of want
a Ford Excursion.
I want to go into something that I saw
DM
in
me
the
if you're
news
interested.
because it's timely as we're talking about weight classes. We're talking about weight classes. And we're talking about fighting.
Hold on, is that Ford Excursion with the 6.0 diesel engine do anything to your wiener?
Not a thing.
Yeah, gay man.
Not a thing. I don't even think it's a good looking chassis. I think it's too big.
Yo, big up Asada's. Big up.
Tfatk will end when Brian's life ends of natural causes. Golden hour will end once Chris D'Elia deletes himself. I'm sitting back just watching.
Nope. No. I don't think. I think people underestimate. I don't think someone like Callan who lived the life that he's lived around the world. I don't think he dies quickly. He's all used to too many finer things in life, taking care, sleeping in, working when need to be, all these type of things. I think there isn't a way. There is not a way. Not a way.
Big. It's not blocky enough for me.
I think this body is
I don't get why you take that
beautiful.
and soup it up. It makes no sense. It's basically a minivan with a big nose.
You know what it is?
Big up Ruben Rivera. Big up AZ in chat. Have you guys heard of car jiu-jitsu? Imagine car jiu-jitsu, Brendan pulls up, knocks on the window. Do you have a gun?
Okay.
Truck with an extended bed.
It's a minivan with a big nose, and it's bullshit.
No, you know what it is?
It's an extended.
You know what it is? I look at that, I go, that's the ultimate dad ride.
Yeah, that's a dad
And I'll
ride.
put 600 horsepower on it.
Yeah.
1,000 pounds of torque, fully built 6.0.
And you'll lift it up like that?
Oh yeah.
I have the problem with lift.
By the way, what's this fully built thing he says? Is that car lingo, by the way? What's with the overuse of fully built, built motor, built this, built? Aren't they just like, what, custom made? Like, why is he saying built, by the way? Or is that something they say in Garage World?
It up.
The one I got my peepers on, 8-inch lift.
Oh God.
So the kids are gonna have to jump in.
Yeah, I just
You gotta earn it.
it looks roll heavy. It looks top.
Oh, I'll roll that thing for sure.
You know what I mean? It looks
No,
like it
you
could roll.
won't.
It looks like it would roll, and it's
See,
not
that one's
safe.
too much.
Yeah.
That lift's
It's
too
too
much.
high, yeah.
It's scary.
I don't
In
like
other
those
words,
rims.
It looks like it would roll over.
This one's like the closest so far.
The
for
wheels
me.
are too small. The tires are too small.
Too small.
I like clean like this too, though.
What color?
You want black. You want 18-inch wheels on it with 40-inch tires. That's the perfect combo.
I like.
And then it comes with coilovers.
Comes with what?
The suspension stock is leaf springs, which is a nightmare. So it rides like shit. So you could.
I'm supposed to believe what someone said about he just like sits there and remembers details and then tries to spew them all together in a sentence to appear like he sounds like a car guy. So whoever said that in the stream chat, I think in the comments, salute to you. Take a bow. I think you're right. The way he talks about cars is just weird, isn't it? It's just like, why are you talking about it like that?
Put some coilovers in them, some king
So
shocks.
coilovers, you can actually adjust how high the ride is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Chin. We didn't.
Nice.
Thank you for letting us
You
know.
never know when you're in your combo with some
You
real
never
guys, man.
know.
No, with some like guys.
Hold
like
on. Hold on. What do you say? What do you say?
No, with some like guys, man.
No.
With some like
What do you say there?
you're in your combo with some
You
real
never.
guys.
What was that?
In your combo with some.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
You never know when you're in your combo with some.
Yeah.
What?
You never know when you're in your combo with some
You
real
never.
guys.
What?
You never know when you're in your combo with some
You
real
never.
guys. You never know when you're in your combo with some.
Nice.
You never know when you're in your combo with some
You
real
never
guys, man.
know.
No, with some like guys, like some real guys.
Real
You never
guys.
know. So you're like, oh yeah, I remember Brendan telling me about.
Did you hear Evan Hafer, the CEO of Black?
Yo, big up King Bayo. Big up
Baba
King
really
Bayo.
wants to delete himself with the kiddos in the car. So bad for some reason, lol.
Yeah, let's not wish that. Let's not wish that even on him. Jesus Christ, that's a very good point, though. That's a very good point. Very, very, very good point. Oh, mate. Yo, big up Coiler. What are you saying? Big up Coiler. Big up Coiler. What are you saying? Brian's most annoying trait is his mediocrity. Guy has 100 podcasts and would get big guests like Destiny and then disappear for 3 months. Yeah, it's just he spoke about on other pods in the beginning. He's just always been known as someone who just doesn't follow through. He's just lazy, but he does, he likes to fucking find the things in life when it comes to women and shit, and that's obviously probably led to him being in that chair now because it eventually cost him his job. You'd imagine, but I think he's always been like that. That's the issue. I think the guy's always been like that, but I don't know. These guys are fucking weird. Big up everybody in the stream. Make sure you like the stream down below.
Rifle, who was a Green Beret and a CIA guy.
Just finished it.
And
I love
he's
Evan.
like,
I used to work with Evan.
If we unleash our tier 1 operators on the cartels,
Game over.
they have no idea.
No chance. No.
I love how that guy was talking so bossy with his chest as if Afghanistan never happened. It's like, what? Why would you just assume that the special forces will be able to take out all types of cartels, especially in their fucking home countries, on their land, where they know where everything is by a drop of a fucking hat? Like, it's just a weird level of flipping American arrogance and whatever it may be. It's a situation that's going on. But again, what do I know?
You may as well retire now. Open a restaurant and quit because you're gonna die.
Yeah. Well, Trump did that when he first came to office 8 years ago. You ever heard Tim Kennedy talk about it? He goes, with Obama, these guys, they were worried about drones, all killing civilians. And then Trump got at the helm and was like, get rid of the cartel.
Hey, yo, big up Ranger Ranger.
Hey CIA boy, who do you think trained them genius?
Exactly.
And Tim was like, have you heard of ISIS since? I go, how long did it take you guys? He goes, 2 months.
Oh, dude,
We got rid of them in 2 months.
Yeah.
He goes, now their rear heads are back. But they're back.
Did you hear that? Yo, big up Assad Aziz.
Guy posted this on Shanks. Baba thinks ISIS is a part of the cartel Mao.
Did you hear that?
Dude,
We got rid of them in 2 months.
Yeah.
He goes, now their rear heads are back. But
Their rear heads are back. I think he wanted to say they're rearing their heads back up, right? They're rearing their heads back up. He says their what?
rear heads are back. But
Their rear
heads are back.
It sounds like he's saying that they're rare airs, as in like they're rare Air Max 91s or 90s or whatever. But he's actually saying the rear of their heads is back. What?
Oh, dude,
We got rid of them in 2 months. He goes, now their rear heads are back. But they're back because we didn't monitor it.
Brian doesn't correct him, by the way. Brian doesn't make a joke. It doesn't correct him. Their rear heads are back.
With Biden and all this shit. He goes, Trump's in office, so we're gonna have to do it again.
Yeah,
USA.
They'll find a way. If you're a bad guy like that, you're killing.
Oh, just like
is he out of breath just talking?
Families.
Sports, America dominates. Just like special forces, America dominates.
Well, Bukele, you remember that the president of, is it El Salvador or Nicaragua? And the murder rate was like crazy. It was astronomical.
Oh,
3,000 murders a year minimum.
He's got to gather them all up, made them sit.
Yeah, it's Bukele. B-U-K.
It's
There he is.
Bukaka.
Bukele.
Oh, handsome
And,
bastard.
yeah, 38 years old.
something.
And he went in El Salvador. He goes, gangs are running everything. They're killing all these people. They literally are. And all the gangs, like MS-13.
Your Bill Boston Casey.
Bob just said that he used to work with Evan Hoffer. Do you know where?
Of course not. He's lying, of course. Of course he didn't used to work with him. He's lying. He's fucking lying.
Have their faces painted. Bring up the jail.
There's a
that he
picture.
built.
So he made them all shave their head, and they're all like nose to asshole.
Yeah,
Made them all
MS-13 in
line up.
jail?
Yeah.
All
Have you
of
seen
them.
that?
Oh, did you guys hear the story about Diddy allegedly running the jail that he's in at the moment? Allegedly, the inmates are literally fighting amongst themselves to have the honor of laying his fucking bed at night. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? Let's get it going.
He arrested literally 60,000 people.
And then Kamal and Biden invite them all here, so they're all here,
Yeah,
mainly
yeah.
in Aurora,
Look at these guys.
Colorado.
Look at all
Hair.
He's like, you have tattoos all over your face, and insignia of MS-13.
Nuts to butts.
Cool. Watch this. And they were killing everybody, doing awful things, ruining the economy. And he goes, I'll just build a prison an hour and a half north of the Capitol, in the middle of the jungle, and I'll have scramblers so you can't order hits from your jail cell, and you're gonna all do that. And they're all in jail, and the murder rate literally plummeted.
And that's why a lot of them are here now, because the borders were open for years.
Look at that.
Yes.
And human rights are like that. Those chains aren't real. That's put in.
Yeah, it's fake.
But they're all fucking all the people like Amnesty International. No, yeah, okay, dude, you weren't there when they were killing children and everybody else.
Yeah, they're the worst.
Whole
They
families.
cut heads off of babies. Like they're the worst of the worst. Yeah,
Do
terrible.
they have to sit like this though?
And they put the gang leaders in the same cell of different gangs. They all have to live together. Look at that.
I love how that headline was like, they only have 80 beds per 100 people. They shouldn't even get beds.
Well, they don't have mattresses.
Good.
Yeah.
Horrible people.
It's like, it's just like if you think
But
there's
they
any
took over the
profit-
Roosevelt Hotel in New York. They have room and board there. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, well, that's all
Way to
going
go.
to change.
Hopefully. Release the hounds with the special forces. Yeah, but Evan's great.
Yeah, he's great. Great guy.
Yeah.
Love him.
Cool.
I do.
Great guy. Never
MS-13
met
is
him.
where? Is that
I think that
United
is. I think MS-13
Started
is
in
down in El
Salvador. Started there, but they migrated here. Yeah, they're the worst gang here now. They're all over LA too. All over.
Yeah, can't have it.
What are we worried? I'm sorry.
they
I
took
just,
over the Roosevelt
We're worried that
Hotel.
they don't have beds. You said people are whining about.
What?
People are whining. Said
What? Let's rewind again a little bit. What?
Salvador. Started there, but they migrated here. Yeah, they're the worst gang here now. They're all over LA too. All over.
Yeah, can't have it.
What are we worried? I'm sorry.
they
I
took
just,
over the Roosevelt
We're worried that they
Hotel.
don't have beds. You said people are whining
In
about
El
that.
Salvador. Yeah, that headline was.
I
weird.
found it in Los Angeles. They were the refugees from the war of El Salvador. They came over, and they were the children of the refugees and stuff. They'd already been through war.
So yeah,
They set up to protect Salvadorian immigrants.
I don't want to talk about these guys.
Oh God, what do you want to do?
Take a little break.
What do you want to do then? Jesus Christ, man, this is brutal. Absolutely shockingly brutal. I'm not gonna lie. God damn, I need to get some clips from this show as per usual. Apologies for those of you having to sit through this absolute slosh. I do apologize. I will get my own luggage sorted out. Don't you worry.
Well organized group.
Is this kind of like a business?
Yeah. So not only is it a
they're not
business.
flourishing like the Hells Angels.
Well, they actually are. But so one of the things about them is that they
kinda
have
like a business,
when you put MS-13 on your face, you have branded yourself as a member of that organization, and there's no turning back.
So
that's how you dedicate loyalty and stuff like that. But it's also an advertisement for your gang. It's an interesting way of looking at things. But yeah.
Okay, cool. We done now?
Yeah.
We done?
I
We
just
done?
think certain
What they did?
crimes don't really.
Jesus Christ, bro. The dead air was palpable, innit? I had to step in and just ask some questions regarding, please. Because Jesus Christos, these people. Jesus Christos, these people. These blood clot people. But hey, what do I know? Nothing.
Warrant any sort of like decency after, or you know what I mean? Like,
Well, if you
touch
kill
a kid-
families, or you're doing like you're cutting people's limbs
Pedophiles.
off, and
Yeah, no.
yeah, they do all kinds of bad stuff. So anyway,
Pedophiles.
Bad people.
all right.
How you were gone for a little bit, Sanaz. Tell the viewers where you were, what happened.
Sanaz.
Give us an update.
You don't have to get detailed.
No, we don't need details. You had
No, I was gone.
You had a medical thing.
Yeah.
No big
But
deal.
I'm good and I'm back.
You look great.
Thank you. I know you guys missed me.
A lot.
Did you?
A lot, yes. You were missed for sure.
I got a couple of DMs. People were worried.
Yeah, you're a big part of the show.
Yep.
But while I'm gone, I come back and Brendan's a new dog dad.
Yep.
He's new dog dad. Your Chargers seem to be doing very well.
My Chargers
Yeah.
are
Justin Herbert.
crushing the game.
That
Jim
Justin
Harbaugh.
Herbert kid.
Jim Harbaugh.
The Jim effect.
He wins everywhere he goes.
Does he?
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Does he?
When
He's got a twin brother?
No.
Okay.
His brother,
He has a brother,
John, is
Baltimore
a coach
Ravens.
for the Ravens.
Got it. But they look very similar.
Like me and Jay. If you think
Yeah.
we're twins.
Really?
Yeah,
Let's
he's
see.
a lot smaller.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Their,
Yeah, they
their
look very
dad was
similar
a
to me.
coach.
They look okay. All right. They
Like
look
me and
similar.
Jay.
Yeah, you're right.
Is Jay older than you?
Yes.
By the way, what are the chances that both are NFL coaches? That's
Pretty good.
That's unbelievable. Why is
Well,
that?
their dad was a coach too.
Ah,
They come from an entire coaching family.
I got
And then
you.
Jim Harbaugh was a beast of a fucking quarterback.
he was?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
For the Colts.
Wow.
Played at Michigan.
Jeez.
First round draft pick.
Look at him looking at saying this for reassurance. You probably knew this already. It's probably part of a fucking rehearsed line. Look at him looking over insurance. Looking over insurance. Come on, man. Oh no, consultancy. Is it consultancy? It doesn't matter.
Oh, serious athlete.
Oh, dude. Yeah,
Oh,
monster.
wow. Okay.
And then the best is his stories of the he was really arrogant. That's why he probably was a great coach. But he's super
Wait,
arrogant as a rookie.
Like you
when they the combine, they put everybody together, 1 through fucking 100s all together. And he got off the bus. I was like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "Oh, you gotta go on the bus." He's like, "No, where's my car at?" Like, there's no car. He's like, "No, I need my own limo. Or I'm not going."
Damn.
Yeah, rookie.
You gotta
Damn.
love, you gotta love,
Super
you gotta love
cocky.
it. You
That's
gotta love
amazing.
it. You gotta
Yeah.
love it. You gotta love it.
So he and his brother have played against each other in the Super Bowl. I know you know this. When he
I
was
don't know
coaching
this.
for the 49ers.
He doesn't know. Yeah.
No. The 49ers and Ravens went against each other in the Super Bowl. That was
Wow.
the year the
I
lights went
remember
out,
that.
wasn't it?
Yep.
I remember that.
You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, they coached against
And the
each other,
Ravens won?
Yes, they did.
Yep.
unfortunately.
Wow.
And then he went on to Michigan and crushed everything at Michigan.
Won a national championship there, got in some trouble, said, "Cool story, I'm out." So they can't come after him for that.
Wow.
And now he's balling with
What
the
was
Chargers.
the trouble?
You know how they stealing signs? They thought he was stealing signs, and then they still won the national championship.
What's
without
Urban
stealing
Meyer doing?
signs.
Is he coaching?
No, he left Jacksonville. Now he's on. Is it College Game Day? He's on one of them. Fox Game Day.
He's great.
I thought he was on college. Game
Urban's
Day.
my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that game was pretty gross, the Bengals game, but we still pulled out a win.
Wins a win.
Kicker misses a kick. That's
Joe
on
Burrow
you.
cannot get a fucking break, and that guy missed 2 field goals, which is outrageous. I mean, Joe Burrow's. I love that kid.
It's the bleach tips.
I just root for him. I think he's a badass. He takes so many hits. He gets
You
the
root for
shit
him over
beat out of
Herbert?
him. He never once complains. He gets up.
Well, he gets paid too much to complain.
He gets paid a lot. Huh?
Yeah.
But he's a winner. He's a winner. He just can't. There's so much one man can do.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
God.
If you have 3 touchdowns in a game and still lose, you're a good quarterback.
Oh, dude.
You know?
He's got more than that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. He had 3 in that one.
What else, buddy?
What else, pal?
What else are we?
Jesus Christ.
Let me just bring up something that's probably in your current events because I saw it. But we're talking about weight classes, and you and I have talked about it.
Cool.
I would like to see how Jake Paul would do against Ryan Garcia. I think it's a competitive fight
Yeah.
because
Ryan
Jake
Garcia
is
is
so
awesome.
much smaller. Yeah.
Be curious if Ryan can knock him out. Because Jake is significantly bigger, but Ryan obviously has more technique, way
A lot
quicker.
of
That
power.
left hook
Plenty
is,
of power to knock you out.
I don't know. I don't know. Jake's fucking big, man. And he is a
big.
boxer,
You
so
better
it's different. It's
figure
not
it
like
out.
Jake the YouTuber. It's Jake who's been preparing for boxing.
Yes.
So
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Any more?
Keeps his
brain
chin
I'd
down.
rather watch
Take
that
shots.
than Tyson or anything he's doing.
This would be something I would watch, though.
100%.
It'd be an actual challenge.
I've been quiet for some time, but I've been cooking on some plans before my actual return to the ring. Here's the plan before April. Exhibition in December in Japan against the guy who fought aging Manny Pacquiao and tried to knock him out, and then go after Jake for Uncle Mike Tyson.
I love that.
I do too.
That's a good plan.
I think it's great.
But now Jake and Logan were on a podcast together. I think Logan's podcast, and they want to fight each other.
Oh my god.
Jake and Logan Paul.
Yeah, that's how this ends.
I want to see.
By the way,
I want to see.
You did say that. You
That's
said
the
this
last
is how this
from the
ends.
very start. I told you that's how it ends. That's the last level.
Jake and Logan.
Jake and Logan.
Yeah.
And it beats all the numbers. Now Netflix released, I think this morning, that 106 million people watched Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. It's the most watched boxing event of all time.
Okay, whatever you say, Brendan. Whatever you say. Fucking hell, I'm dying. I have to go. It's work tomorrow. Betty bitty bitty boo bam bang bang. I can't. This is. To be fair, you know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start taking the clips, even though it takes more time and I won't be able to turn around the streams as quickly. I'm gonna start grabbing the clips from the show. It's just too much, man. This is just too much. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what are they talking about? Like, what are they talking about? Like, what is this conversation? It's like two colleagues who used to be close, seeing each other for a long time, and then just quickly asking you, you know, you just like, huh? Hey, it's you, it's that guy. Fucking hell, this is just horrendous, bro. It's horrendous.
That's what Jake is. That's a genius plan. Say whatever you want. It was genius. It made sense. Jake did exactly what he should have done. Not knocked him out.
Okay.
But I would like to see. I think that'd be a good challenge for Jake Paul.
I still like
Ryan
Rampage next while Ryan's doing his thing. Rampage.
Rampage is a
Jake.
very big, strong
Rampage
guy.
versus Jake?
Yeah.
Come on.
How old is Rampage though? 45.
No, not that old, right?
Yeah.
He's younger than me.
No.
He's a big boy though.
Rampage. No, you guys are just fucking jacking off Ryan Garcia versus Jake, and then
No, I think
I'd
Ryan
make the
Garcia-
same comparison.
Yeah,
Jake
he's 46.
Rampage.
Why does he think? Well, why does he have it in his head that he wants fucking Rampage Jackson to fight? What's his name? Jake Paul. You've seen his stand up. It's not that great when it comes to the what's his face. I don't understand this whole idea that everyone wants to see what happened and why. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, regardless, Rampage Jackson fighting John Jones is fucking dumb. Horrible matchmaking, very short side, but hey, what can you do? What can you do? Anyways, my friends, I'm gonna love you and leave you there. I'm gonna love you and leave you there. I have to go to sleep. I have to do a lot of things. Oh, I meant to record Taz, isn't it? Fucking hell. The time just slips away. The time just fucking slips away, mate. It slips away. I'll tell you that. It slips away. But yeah, big up everybody in the stream chat. Big up everybody joining in. Make sure you like the stream before you leave. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody for the membership bombs as well. Appreciate everybody that's here tuning in, lock in, subscribe. You don't have to be a member to enjoy this podcast or to enjoy this stream or to enjoy this channel. Just join in the conversation. Press like button, maybe press subscribe, and that is it. More than happy with that. More than happy with that. So big up everybody in it. Big up everybody. So let's move on and let's end it right there. But take care, my people.